Day 16 of the Hard Things Project. Day 16 of doing hard things. Hello, guys. Welcome back. It's day 16, as I said already 3 times. But I'm excited. I'm excited. Today is the 18th, which means that there is exactly 10 days until the 10K, my first 10K. I haven't even run a 5K, by the way. I used to play soccer and actually used to be pretty athletic when I was in high school and even in college. But you know what happens in college. You start going out to parties, you start having a little bit too much fun. And I am a business, you could say. I started finance, but at the beginning I was getting my BA, my business administration degree. So there was a lot of partying, for sure. I went to FAU here in Boca Raton, and then I got my master's in Miami, the University of Miami. And tailgating was one of my favorite activities. So let's say that when that started happening, is that I also started hitting the gym really hard, and I started getting some muscle. I liked it. I was looking good, and I didn't want to run anymore. So I even stopped playing soccer. Um, there was an injury involved. Every soccer player that didn't make it tells you, "Oh, I didn't make it because of an injury." A lie, a lie for most of us. The reason why I didn't make it personally, it's because my mentality, it was just not there. It was very different from the mentality that I believe I have today. It is not perfect, but my discipline and my consistency is at its best. I believe that there's the possibility that it's going to continue getting better. I have faith that it will, because there is a much larger purpose of my discipline and my consistency than just like myself or following my goals or achieving my dreams. The purpose, it's what I believe it's one of the greatest purpose that you can have, which is honoring God. So when I wake up in the morning and I don't want to go to the gym, I say to myself, well, what happened? Now, because you don't feel like it, then you're not going to honor God today, because that's what you said you were going to do. You were going to honor God through discipline, through waking up on time, through putting good work out there, doing your 100%, not just at the gym, but also at work, and trying to be the best version of yourself every single day. So, see, like that purpose, doing it for something that is much larger than yourself, that's what provides you the strength so you can continue doing it. And that's what happens also to a lot of people that have kids, right? Their lives change drastically, but in most situations, it changes for the better, because now they're not just doing it for themselves, they're doing it for the little ones. And you might hear it if you know, if you're a parent yourself, or you have a friend that just became a parent, they're gonna tell you, hey man, like, it's not about me anymore. It's about what I can do to make sure that I give the best life to my son, to my daughter, to my children. And the only thing that I believe, I do not have kids yet, guys. Maybe one day the Lord is going to bless me with a partner and a family. Uh, so I'm talking from an area of a little bit of ignorance, because I haven't felt it yet, but I had friends explain to me how it feels and how it changes their lives. And I really wanted to learn about it. So I've even learned a little bit about, how to raise a family, even though I don't have one, because I want to be ready. I want to try to be the best version of myself when it's time to become a father. Um, I've even went to my church to some seminars that they had for like fathers and couples, and I was like, well, I don't have a kid, but hey, maybe one day, I just want to be ready. However, the reason why I'm telling you guys this is because I believe that there's only one thing that could be more powerful. Only one thing in our reality that can give us even more purpose. And that is doing what we do for Him, for God. That's going to give you tremendous power. I would even say that it gives you an infinite source of energy and courage, that it's going to propel your consistency and then your discipline, and that's going to change who you are, and that's going to change your identity day by day. It doesn't happen from one day to another, that's clear. But if you do it every single day, eventually it becomes who you are. So anyway, enough of that. Today was day 16. Today we ran, no, yesterday we ran. And we ran for 35 minutes and I felt really good, spectacular. I believe that I was able to run at the pace that I want to run for the 10K. And I was feeling very nervous because of before that. Because of the shin splints, I haven't been training the way that I thought I was going to be training. But I've still been training. I've just been using the shock absorbing treadmill. So the day of the race, I'm not feeling pain. And I've had friends, I've had some people at the gym that told me, hey man, if you're gonna run, then you have to run in the pavement, because otherwise, that day when you're running, you're gonna feel how different it is to run in the pavement versus running in the shock absorbing treadmill. It's super different. It's not even a regular treadmill. Yes, I agree with that 100%. I know it's gonna be different, and I'm gonna have at least one long run before the day of the race, which is going to be outside in the pavement. I'm going to try to actually go to the place where the race is going to be, which is going to be Spanish River here in Boca Raton, along A1A. And probably going to run around 5 kilometers, but with a very easy pace. Because to me, the way that I'm training, where I come from, which is not running at all, means that I'm starting from zero. Guys, I could have been going to the gym, but if you would have seen me running maybe like a month ago, you would have been like, dude, it's crazy. He's suffering. And yeah, I was. I couldn't go like a minute without feeling like I was dying. And now I can run 35 minutes at an okay pace, and I'm not even like breathing hard. My heart rate is stable, and I can even like maintain a short conversation while I'm running, which is something that is crazy to me. I've seen it on YouTube, and I was like, how do they do it? Well, you train every day. That's how you do it. So my goal is to make sure that my aerobic base and my fitness is at its best on the 28th, which is the day of the 10K. That is my number one goal. I know I'm gonna feel the impact because it's different, it's harder. It's gonna feel much harder on my knees, on my ankles, and my shins, of course. But I want to be 100%, or if not 100%, I want to be at the best possible shape that I can and with the least amount of pain the day of the race. So that day I can give my all. I'm not gonna go 100% like all out hard, because I don't want to re-injure myself, because then we have to start training in a few days after that, later for April, which is going to be the half marathon in New York, which is a different beast. We're talking about the half marathon now. But I want to finish number one, and I want to finish strong. I want to feel proud of what I'm doing. So I didn't think it was possible. There might be some people out there, and there have been some people that I've told, hey, I'm running a 10K, and I'm like preparing so hard, and I'm like uploading videos, and they didn't make fun of it, because I realized that people that are either more successful than you, it could be in monetary terms, or it could be that they're more athletic, or they have achieved more stuff than you, they're never gonna make fun of you. They're never gonna put you down. They're never gonna be like, ha ha ha, look at him, he's starting from zero. They do the exact opposite. However, I did realize that because of the seriousness that I'm putting into this, When I approach some people and I tell them that I'm making it like a project, and I'm starting like videos and to document my day to day, they're like, man, it's just a 10K. And I'm like, dude, a 10K to me, it's like a Moab 240 for David Goggins, okay? Like, I'm gonna suffer. There's gonna be like a lot of pain involved. But guess what? That is just my first step, my baby step. Because then I'm gonna complete a half marathon, and then a marathon, and then an Ironman 70.3. And then I'm gonna climb a couple mountains that are above 6,500 meters above the ocean. And then I'm gonna do an Ironman. And then, and then, and then, and then. So this is just my first step. But if there's one thing that I've learned in life throughout the years, is that it's not about the destination, right? It's about the path. It's about the present day. It's about the journey. And that's why I take it with this much seriousness. Because I want to enjoy every single day. I want to give my 100% every single day. If I have to recover, I want to recover with my 100%. If I have a long run, I want to make sure that I give my 100%. I don't necessarily have to be suffering every single day because, hey, listen, I'm okay. I don't judge people that like put their bodies through so much, and David Goggins is an example of that. But at the end of the day, I do not want to be injured 100% of the time. Okay, I want to do things right. I don't want to have surgeries. If I can maintain my body healthy, and I can keep progressing, maybe slower than most people, but progressing consistently every single day, then I believe that I can get to the same point that they're gonna get eventually, but without injuries, and at the same time while maintaining my 9 to 5, which at this moment is 10 to 9, 10 to 10, 12 hours. It's crazy. I wanted to make this video very short because I am completely exhausted. Today was a tough day, a lot of work, but hey, look, I ended up like talking about all this, and I haven't even told you about my routine today. So I'm gonna get into that now. Given that yesterday we ran for 35 minutes, it was like our first long run after the shin splints injury. We did today some recovery, but at the same time, we're still trying to build our fitness and the aerobic base as well. So we did 60 minutes in zone 2, and also touching a little bit of zone 3 while cycling. And then after that, after the hour, we did the regular recovery, which is the compression boots, followed by some sauna. I wasn't able to do jacuzzi today, I didn't have the time. But we did some sauna, and today, different from yesterday and the day before that my nervous system was collapsing, today I felt fantastic. I had an amazing day at work, very productive, and I also had a great day at the gym. And even though I'm tired right now, I'm in a good mood and I'm ready to go tomorrow again. So tomorrow, day 17,